as we go. Okay, hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming along tonight to my Vitality Hub showcase. I know most of you that are here, pretty much. A few of you I haven't seen for a long time, or some of you are new acquaintances, so thanks so much for coming. If you don't know me personally, I'm Bridget. I've been working in this business for coming up 4 years now, so I thought it was time for a little bit of a celebration and a showcase on a little bit about what this business is about. So I know some of you know what I do, and some of you are kind of watching from the sidelines and don't have any idea. So that's what this is about, really. So I know we're living in crazy times at the moment, uncertain times in New Zealand, all around the world. I know a lot of people have been affected by this pandemic. So if you've been affected in any way with your health or business or anything, I'd just like you to pop in the comments yes or no. Hopefully most of you, the answer is no. I do know quite a few people's lives have been turned upside down over the last few years, really now. When this all kicked off in 2020, I didn't know how it would affect my catering company. At the time, I didn't know how it would affect this business. So I was pretty nervous when that all kind of started. But then I realized that I have a silver lining. You know, I have this opportunity to help people, and more than ever, people are looking after their health. They're looking for other ways to create an extra income, especially from the comfort of their own home at the moment. So I know a lot of people see this industry and they think, oh, this is not for me. I couldn't do what she does. And I totally get that, because if you asked me 4 years ago if I was going to be working online, I would have just laughed in your face, you know. So I think a lot of people have a fear around this kind of business, and I'll get Adam to touch on that a little bit later. But lots of people these days are looking to create a new income. It's not only smart business to have more than one income stream at the moment, you know, it's kind of getting necessary. So yeah, I guess I believe that if you're involved with the right company, you can definitely create an amazing business. And one of the things I love about our company is that it's been around for over 50 years. So they've already been through difficult financial crises. Every time they've thrived, they've come out the other side. And so this time is no different. I have total faith that our company is a legacy company, and it's here to stand the test of time. So I guess I'm just going to let a few more people in, sorry. I guess what I wanted to start with was kind of to rewind a little bit. If I think back to 4 years ago, over 4 years ago, when we arrived back from Europe, we came back and we were like, right, I'd never went to university. My only choice is to create a company, you know? So I started my catering company. At the time, I thought that was the best option, and it became really successful. It was an amazing company. But also I started the company and I got pregnant with Sophia. She was born. I did my first catering job back when she was 2 weeks old. Thank you to Mum, who pushed her around. And life didn't stop, and it couldn't stop. And also I thought I was Superwoman, so I just kept going. And so a few years later, I was actually looking for an online program. I'd struggled to lose post-baby weight. I'd tried numerous things, and then I came across what we call the Vitality Hub. And they were running an 8-week program. So I decided to give it a go. After 8 weeks, I had these amazing results. I lost weight, I had more energy, I was craving more fruit and veggies. But it was kind of like after 3 months that I sat up and thought, oh, these changes are starting to happen in my body. You know, like my skin had cleared up. I said goodbye to migraines. I said goodbye to PMS. I wasn't getting colds anymore or getting run down like I used to. Just to be clear, I wasn't like really unhealthy before I started. I didn't realize what it felt like to feel good, if that makes sense. So naturally, I was telling everybody about this, about the Vitality Hub and these beautiful products that went alongside it. And when I found out there was a business behind it, I thought, oh, well, you know, I'll give it a go. I just wanted people to feel good. I wanted everyone to feel as good as I did. And I wasn't really interested in the business side of things. You know, I had my catering company, so that was all good. And then at the time, I was working crazy hours. I was working like 18-hour days. And it was just, yeah, this was totally part-time. This was just something I did on the side in stolen moments. But once I got into it, I kind of saw, right, this is cool. This is a business in a box. I could do this, you know, around my family. I could do it around my life commitments, and I could create an income that enabled me just to work 6 months of the year. So I worked 6 months of the year catering and had 6 months of the year off. I could be the mum I wanted to be with Sophia, with that extra income that like kept me going over the winter. But then, of course, Sophia went to school. So our daytime coffee dates ended, and I was working all summer holidays catering while Stelios and her were going to the beach. So I started to kind of resent my catering company, and that's where my plan B started to look like a plan A. So the plan was to sell the company. The plan was to go full-time online, and then COVID hit. And thank God I had my online business. I lost weddings, I had to pay back deposits, I had to deal with angry brides, and fair enough, it was crazy, crazy time, you know. But through all of this, I had my online business that just kept going, and we were an essential product, so we kept shipping. And as my catering company took a bit of a dive, my online business grew, and that was my sole income through 2020 lockdown. And I got pregnant. It was a bit of a little surprise. And this time I was like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not working weekends away from my family. I'm not catering weddings with a newborn at home. And Stelios was like, I'm not having 2 of them where you go off to a wedding. So I managed to sell the catering company this March, and I did my last wedding at 36 weeks pregnant. Don't ask me how. I couldn't even fit in the truck. And now I pick and choose my hours around Sebastian and Sophia. I have weekends with my family. And the best part of all this is I get to help others do the same, and I get to help them create the life that they want. So what is my job? My job is to inspire healthy living around the world. We have 2 sides to the business, really. There's one is helping people with their health with our online program and our products, which we'll get to later. And the other is helping people create an extra income, whether it's a few $100s a month, or whether it's to cover the cost of their products, or maybe some people come into this to create complete financial freedom. The thing I love about this business is there's no right or wrong. It's that you can grow it and expand it as much that suits you, and you're supported totally wherever you are. So as you heard, I kind of went from one extreme to the other. I started with no plan to make this my plan. But once I saw what was possible, traditional business, because it kind of wasn't as attractive anymore. So I guess the best person to talk about that, though, would probably be a mentor of mine, Adam. And I'd like to bring him on, and he can talk a bit more about the differences between what we see in traditional business and what I like to call the way of the future.
Thanks, Bridge. Good to be here. Hey, girl. It's all girls here, so I'm going to say hello, girls. And if it's a recording that you're watching and you're a guy, yes, guys do this as well, but lots of girls on here tonight. So thanks for having me, Bridge. I want to first of all say big congratulations for your showcase. I missed the start because my computer, is it 4 years now? You've been here amongst it, so big congratulations, 4 years. I want to first of all say big thank you probably for everyone that jumped on tonight. I really appreciate it. I'd love to know where you guys are dialing in from. As you guys can hear that I am not a Kiwi. I'm here on the Gold Coast where the rest of the Kiwis in the world live. If you are, well, I'd love you guys, if you guys can find the chat box and let me know where you guys are dialing in from on this, what day is it? Thursday. I never remember the days anymore. Every day is the same. But wherever you guys are dialing in, I'd love you guys to know. Tanya, I'm here on the Gold Coast. There you go. Well, good to hear that. But yeah, good to have you here. I suppose to give you guys a bit of insight, I want to talk a little bit about the business. Was I skeptical when I first came along here? Absolutely. I was really skeptical when I first came along here. I was a traditional business owner also. I love Bridge. Bridge is certainly someone that I really resonate with. I know I've been traveled to New Zealand many times pre-COVID, and have had the opportunity to hang out with her. She's always such a great support when I come to New Zealand. So I always want to say thank you for that. And I think for me, you know, when I came across Juice Plus, this company, was I skeptical? Yes. What was I skeptical about? One was that this wasn't my everyday traditional business model. I got into owning my own traditional business because I wanted to ultimately own my own life. I grew up in a family where my dad worked in a traditional business. He owned his own traditional business, and I probably just modeled that. Probably not the smartest guy around, is because my dad worked his ass off all his life. He really did work his ass off all his life, and the expense of that was the relationship that he never had with his kids. And obviously, I was one of those. I probably grew up as a young boy with this belief that I'm not sure if my dad really cares much about me. He's working hard, often to self-medicate. He'd go to the pub and drink, and dad wasn't around much. But I think I've always been ambitious. I've always been driven, and for whatever reason, I ended up in traditional business. After about a dozen years of owning my own traditional business, I probably came to the conclusion that I'm not sure if traditional business can really deliver on the dreams and aspirations that I was looking for. I think with overheads, staff, the hours that you have to put in to be successful in most traditional businesses, it really didn't stack up for me. And I think before having kids, before being a dad, probably working 60 hours, 70 hours a week was probably the best thing I could do with my time here on the Gold Coast, because it's a bit of a party town, and so probably kept me out of a fair bit of trouble. But once I become a dad, my values really become torn about wanting to be a great hands-on dad. And I think, your voids become your values, the things that you often miss out on, the things that you often value, you think they're important. And being a present dad was something that I really wanted to be. And I think something had to give, and that's what made me lean into this. As skeptical as I was, I think the definition of insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I started Juice Plus almost 8 years ago now. I'm so grateful for this, for so many things here, but I think certainly there's no way we would have got through COVID. In my traditional business, we're a fee-for-service type business. It would have wiped us out completely. So certainly, I think we've all known that we have to have a plan B, or we've talked about the idea of having a plan B, but there's never been a time in our lives where having multiple streams of income, a way to create more financial certainty and security in your life, has become more important than right now. I think we all know that. The world has changed. And I think even pre-COVID, I don't want to crack on too much about COVID, but the thing is that social media, word of mouth, and the internet has totally changed the way we come across products and services these days. There is no doubt about that. And what I love about this is moving with the times. This is new age business. And I think, one, we all need to take our own financial responsibility into our own hands. I think, the thing is, governments can make crazy calls these days and wipe out thousands of jobs. What was secure jobs aren't so secure anymore. And I think most of us would agree with that. I'd love to just, in the chat, how many guys have been affected financially by COVID over the last couple of years? If you are, just write a yes in the chat. I'm always curious about if you have been affected in any way. Lost work, being cut back work, have to take a bit of a pay cut, something like that. Look, my heart goes out to every single one of you guys. And I think one of the things I love about this is about helping people. I think the other side of this that I love, and when I think about tradition, the one thing that held me back is I always had this thought, to do this, do I have to hunt down all my friends? Do I have to annoy everyone I speak to? And I can tell you guys, the one thing that really resonated with me about this, that this is everything but hunting people. This is about helping people. We get to help people, and Bridge kind of already shared, we get to help people in two really distinct and important areas of people's lives. One, their health. And there is no doubt that health is a big topic of agenda right now, is that people are looking for ways to improve their health, get better health. Whether it be physically, mentally, whatever that is, people are looking for ways to get healthier. And the other side of this is that we get to help people that are looking for ways to create more financial certainty, security, and flexibility in their life. And I know we've got lots of women on here, and I've been doing this for 8 years. And lots of women want financial independence as well. They don't want to have to rely on somebody else, a partner, something like that, to be able to do what they want to do financially. And that's one of the things that really, I think, appeals to lots of women here. I think all that said, I think getting involved in something like this, or anyone that was, I think it was important that I wanted to align myself with a product or a service that was built to last. And Juice Plus, as Bridge shared, has been around for 50 years. The Juice Plus products have been around for over 30 years. And the great thing about it, I've never met anyone that doesn't know what fruit, vegetables, and berries are. And that's the basis of Juice Plus. You know, I've had the opportunity to travel the world sharing Juice Plus and what this is all about. And like I said, I've never been to any corner of the globe and someone's asked me, what is fruit and vegetables? So it's easy. People understand it, they get it, and they not only do they want to take it, but they also want to share it with others. So in saying that, I know Bridget's going to share a little bit about the products. I know the products made a big impact in my life. They made a big impact to lots of people around me, and I know you too, Bridge. So I'll pass it back to you, and maybe you can share a little bit about the products.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, so like Adam said, well, I guess behind any good business is a good product, no? And ours is Juice Plus. We also have an amazing program that we run with it. So maybe I'll just chat a little bit about that first. That's called the Vitality Hub. And the reason that we chose to align with Juice Plus with the Vitality Hub is that it suits our values completely. You know, the Vitality Hub is all run off a website. I was going to get Ange to pop it in the comments, but I think she's on her phone, but I can send you guys the website to check it out if you like afterwards. We're so lucky that we have inside our business, we work alongside some super talented health professionals, and they have created the Vitality Hub Wellness Program. This is completely run off a member access only website. And we like to look at health as a whole thing. It's not just what you eat, it's how you move, it's how you think. We have family-friendly recipes, we have shopping guides, we have online workouts. Thanks, Ange. We have a mindfulness series. We run monthly webinars from how to master your mindset to eat and to how to eat for vitality. And the best thing is it's about counting vitality. It's not about counting calories. So the reason that we decided to align with Juice Plus is that our product, well, at the end of the day, no matter what you do and no matter how good you are at nailing your nutrition, it's so hard to get everything you need into your diet these days, right? You know, like think of this way as to a bridge. This is a way to bridge the gap. You know, hands up if you know what fruit and vegetables are. And keep your hands up if you get 9 serves of organic fruit, vegetables, and berries every day in your diet. Like, it's pretty hard. So even if we are nailing it, often our fruit and veg that we buy from the supermarket, it's been shipped from halfway across the world. It's stored in the fridge for God knows how long. It's gas ripened, and that just equals 0 nutrients. So the thing I love about Juice Plus is all the produce is vine ripened, making sure you get all the nutrients from the plant. So this is our basic product here. We've got berries, vegetables, and fruit. So everything is grown organically, well, using organic principles. Once it's picked, it's processed straight away. And I know that it's called Juice Plus, but it's not actually juiced. It's turned into a huge slushy. So if you think all the plant goes in, the skin, the pit, the pith, the stalk, often all that good stuff that we throw away all goes in. The reason they turn it into a big slushy is that then you get all the good fiber from the plant as well. So after this, it's dehydrated on really low temperatures, big steam rollers. During this process, the sugar in the water evaporates, and then we're left with a vegan capsule. So that kind of looks like that. See that? So that's our main product. So we have fruit, vegetables, berries. The thing I love about our company is that if you're on the fruit and veg or you're on the fruit, veg, and berries, you get a kids product for free, and you can get it for free for up to 4 years. So the kids product comes in these beautiful little chews, and they're made chewable by adding fruit pectin to it. So all our products are vegan and gluten-free. The next product that we have is a vegan omega. So omegas are super important, and we have to get them in our diet from a food source. They're important for our brain health, our eyes, our joints, and most people get their omegas from fish. So I guess apart from the awful fishy aftertaste that you get from fish omegas, it's not sustainable at all. Juice Plus has gone to where the fish get the omegas from, and that's the algae. They grow the algae, so there's no chance of heavy metal contamination. and they've added in seeds. So like they've added in here, there's raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil, pomegranate seed oil. So the best thing I love about this product is they've managed to encapsulate it without using a heat process. So if you heat omegas, once it's heated, it will start to go off. And so often some of that fish omegas that you're taking is rancid fish oil. So Juice Plus has got around that, and they have made a way to encapsulate in a vegan capsule without it being heat treated. The last product we have is our complete powders. And if you follow me, you would have seen me putting my smoothies up all the time. I don't have any with me because in our family, they go like rockets. So I'm waiting for my next order, but our complete powder is our macronutrition. So even though it's a complete meal that in terms of carbohydrates and fats, we don't really advocate as a meal placement as such. I use it in my smoothies in the morning as a smoothie booster. Sophia has one in her smoothie every morning. She's not a big eater, and I know that she's getting all these superfoods in her diet to start the day. So it's full of things like there's broccoli sprouts, there's spirulina, there's alfalfa sprouts, there's pumpkin powder, there's mushroom powder, quinoa, pea protein, to name a few. So the best thing about them is they taste incredible. Now, I just want to bring Ange on quickly. And I work with Ange as well, and I just wanted her to come on and share her experience with Juice Plus and kind of her experience from a health professional point of view. Ange?
Hi, everyone, and thank you for the introduction, Bridget. I'm so proud of you. I love seeing you nailing this and the growth I've seen you, I guess, go through over the last 4 years, and the community and everything. It is one of the things I love most about this business, but as Bridget's been saying, it is based on the product. Now, I come from a health background. I've worked hospital for over 15 years now, and so I've seen firsthand the state of our health. Even before this most recent pandemic, we were in a global health crisis. You know, people were getting sicker, they were having more struggles with lifestyle diseases. And, you know, we just had people in hospital that just had no idea how to look after their health. So when I was introduced to this product, it made a lot of sense for me. Initially, I always had the opinion that you don't need to supplement. I ate really well. I was really healthy. But even when you're doing the best that you can, it is still incredibly challenging to get the nutrients in you that you need to get into you. It's okay if you just kind of want to cruise along and be mediocre, you can probably go okay, but to really make your cells sing and live that fully vibrant life that I believe that we all deserve, we need to make sure that we're getting proper nutrients. And, you know, so this product does this. It's not a replacement by any means for fruit and veggies. It is something that will bridge the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating. And so going back to the healthcare system, every single diet that you look at, every single lifestyle thing that you look at, it tells you to eat more fruit and veggies. That's where the phytonutrients are. That's where everything in it is going to help your immune system. It's going to help your energy, and it's also going to help decrease inflammation in your body. And, you know, so when this product came across to me, it completely made sense. I at the time was an overwhelmed mother, massively depleted. I had 3 kids, 3 and under. And, you know, every single day it was so hard to, I guess, just mother, but also get all the nutrients in that I needed to. And so this holistic health program that goes with this, the Vitality Hub, it teaches you how to be healthy in a whole way. And these products beautifully complement that. And, you know, so it took me from someone that was exhausted and struggling to get through every single day. And it gave me the nutrients that I needed to kind of bring myself up so that I could mother like I needed to and show up in life like I needed to. It also, at the time, we were having issues with our sons. They were going multiple times every winter into the hospitals with croup. And once we kind of started them on like these whole food products, it kind of just gave them that boost in the immune system. And also like that when you are having not such a good day as a mother, it gave them their fruit and veggies that you know, they might have been missing otherwise. So I guess that's kind of where the product fits into my life. I'm super grateful for it, and I'm super grateful for this business, and I'm so proud of you, Bridge. I'll leave you to carry on.
Thanks, Ange. You're amazing. I think you're going to jump back on for a second, Adam, and talk about a little bit more about the business.
Yeah, awesome. I'll be really quick. I think one of the things I just want to share really quickly a little bit about how our business works. If you are someone that might be looking for a way to create an income, or maybe you know someone, I think one of the great things about today, maybe tonight isn't for you, it really is about sharing what Bridge is up to, but maybe you know someone that might be struggling financially or looking for a way to create an extra income. As often people ask me, but how do you get paid? Like, how does this actually work? There's actually 3 ways that we earn an income or make money here. The first way we get paid is what we call retail sales profit. And all we're literally doing is we're connecting the customer with the company. The company is shipping the product straight to the customer, and Juice Plus is putting money in your bank account for doing this. This is no different to drop shipping. Most of us are pretty, familiar with drop shipping these days. One of the things that I love is that when I had my traditional business, which we had a retail component to it, I had to buy a whole bunch of stock. I had to put it on a shelf, and then I had to sell it to people, and hopefully it didn't go off or nobody stole it in between. And the great thing about, I don't have to buy any stock. Again, I'm just connecting the customer with the company, so there's no risk there. The second way we get paid is through bonuses, and we often call that the now money. There's an amazing bonus scheme inside our company. When you reach certain significant milestones along your journey, some of those bonuses start as little as $100, $150, $300, $500 in the first 1, 2, and 3 months. But there's also some big bonuses like $5,000 and $10,000 and $15,000 bonus. And I don't share that to try to impress you guys. It's just to impress upon what is available to you there. And then the third way we get paid is the reason why I do this, the reason why this really appeals to me. Someone who worked in a fee-for-service type business. When I turned up to work, I got paid. When my client turned up, I got paid. But when they didn't turn up, or I was sick, or I want to go on holidays or anything like that, I didn't get paid. The great thing about this business, it has a very attractive passive residual income component to this business. And I think we all want to be able to make money while we sleep. Who doesn't want to be able to make money even when we're sleeping, even when we're holidaying? Like, I love that the work that I did in the beginning, I continue to get paid on that. And that's one of the things that really appealed to me about this business model, ways that can create passive streams of income. So if you are somebody if you would like to know more about that, we'd certainly love to invite that conversation about, and can give you more detail. But I just wanted to touch base really quickly a little bit about that. Bridget, I want to pass it back over to you. I know you've been here for 4 years, and lots gone on in the last 4 years. And one of the things, and I'll second that with Ange, like, you have grown so much over the last 4 years, and I love that part of it. What excites you about the future? Obviously, as you grow your family and you grow your business, what excites you about here right now and into the future?
Yeah, thanks. So I can honestly, like you say, hand on heart, I would not be the person I am today if it wasn't for this business and this community behind it, the personal development, the people that are always there to help you no matter what. The things that we've gone through in the last few years, I would not be in a good place mentally if it wasn't for the support of this community, so such amazing mentors like Adam, who calls me out on my shit when he has to, but is able to push me or pull back when he needs to. So I'm forever grateful for you, Adam. What excites me about the future? I'm excited to keep building my business. I'm excited to be the present mum I've always wanted to be. But most of all, I'm excited to help others do the same, to break down the stigma around network marketing, to help more people with their health, to help more people in this time where there's so much uncertainty. Because, this is me. This is what I love, and I'm taking it all the way now. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm proud of you. And I want to say once again to everyone that did jump on tonight, or whether you're watching the recording, I want to say a big thanks for getting on and supporting Bridget. We really appreciate you guys doing that. I wanted to kind of just wrap things up really quickly and invite you guys, if there was one thing that happened from tonight, spending half an hour here, if you're looking for a way to take your health to another level, whether it's more energy, drop a few kilos, or maybe you've got some other health stuff going on for you, why not support somebody that rather than support big companies and keep filling their pockets? Why not support someone that's close to you, and reach out to Bridge and get some more information about our amazing program, the products. Why not give the products a go? I'll be honest, I have always been into health. I really questioned what the products would do for me, but like once I started taking them every day, I'll never stop taking them. I feel amazing, and my joint health was the big one for me. And if you ask someone that's here tonight that the idea of creating an extra income is something that potentially appeals to you, maybe an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. I know in the beginning that made a big deal to me. This has become my full-time income these days. But I would say, you know, I just want to invite you to have the conversation about how does this work? You know, could I do this? I think the how-to's all here for you. Don't worry about that. My thing is why to. You know, I think for me, when I looked at this, as skeptical as I was, with my arms crossed, I went along to someone's lounge room 8 years ago, and not doing it like this in Zoom. I feel like an old man when I say that these days. But I think for me, I asked myself a couple of questions. One was, what if? What if this thing could actually work? What if I could create an extra income around what I was already doing? What if I could transition out of and do more, spend more time with my kids? And that what if was enough to say, you know what, I'm going to kind of just have a look at this a little bit closer. And I'm so glad I did, for so many reasons. And I think the biggest reason, the time that I've got back with my kids, I get to hang out with my kids every single day and do life on my terms. And I think the second thing I asked myself, if it's not this, then what? Am I really doing what I'm destined to do? Can I really see myself working those long hours for the rest of my life? And if it's not this, then what? So I decided, you know, again, I decided to give this a go against the will of my partner at the time. It's the only thing I'm allowed to say out loud and proud for the rest of my life, that she was wrong and I was right. But I just, it really has changed my life and so many people's lives around me. And I would invite you guys to come have a closer look if it resonates in any way, even if you've got some limiting beliefs. We all do. I think Bridge did too in the beginning as well, and would love to have a chat. Other than that, a big congratulations on your showcase, Bridge. You've done an amazing job, amazing share of hosting. So thank you so much. And thanks, Ange, for getting on and sharing as well.
Cool. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for getting on. I really appreciate it. And have an amazing Christmas. And I'll
See you guys. Hopefully we'll talk to you soon. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, babe.
Thank you.